Hello and welcome back everyone to a new episode of me sneaking about playing Bastion. In the last episode
Did anybody else survive?
Finally did reach the Bastion, so let's see what this is all about then. Wait,
Sure enough,
there's
he
only
finds
floating
another.
stuff. I do? There
He
you go.
finds me.
Yeah, here we go, a badass narrator looking as badass as his voice. Let's talk
We
to you.
talk for a spell.
Okay, so we can discuss these three things: the city crest, the core, and the crystal barrette. Let's talk about the city crest first. So ask about the seal representing the city of Caelondia. Weren't these only meant to be for uniform and identification?
There's a bit of the Bastion's power in that crest. Enough to point the way to the cores.
Interesting. What about the core? Ask about the large, bluish mineral found in the Wharf district. It feels warm to the touch and hums like a motor. What exactly does it do?
All I tell him is to set that core of his on the monument there. Then watch.
Alright. And what about the crystal barrette? Ask about what happened to Nacy, the girl who used to pin her hair back with this. Is she here already? Where is everyone?
I tried to let the kid down gently. This is the Bastion, alright. Except no one else showed up.
Oh, so everyone else is dead or missing. Alright. Sad. Let's put a call here, as he told us to do. Let's just
like
trust
that, the
weird
Bastion comes alive.
old strangers. They
Starts growing again.
No, hedge
growing
wizards
stronger.
and witches.
Kid's gotta put its power to good use.
Uh-huh.
Now the Bastion can send him even farther into the wild unknown.
Alright. So basically what we need to do, if I understood this correctly, is to rebuild the Bastion. Well, if I understood this correctly. I've played this game before, so I do remember that there's some buildings that we can build here.
Kid ponders what to build.
So let's see, what do we want to build? A distillery and arsenal. So remember, in the arsenal, it stores weapons and secret skills. And that's where we can choose which weapons to get. The distillery is plans for, the brews that enhance our abilities. So we can then use these basically as something like trinkets you'd have in RPGs to give us extra stat boosts. I think I'm going with the arsenal because I like to have the mobility, or the flexibility rather, of choosing my own weapons, how it suits my situation. So let's go and build the arsenal here. There we go. Mirror shield available.
Bastion's a place of peace, but we can hold our own if we have to.
Alright. We have Fang Repeater and Kale's Hammer here. What else? Oh, we have Dancing Shot, a secret breaker technique that causes an arrow to bounce from target to target. Originally intended only for spectacle, but it proved to have practical uses. We got Whirlwind and Mirror Shield. Whirlwind we already know what it does. A secret technique that automatically counterblocks all oncoming attacks for a short time, made famous in a spectacular showing in the Bullhead Court. Alright. I like to use the arrow, but I figured that the Mirror Shield actually has better uses for us.
Ain't much kid can't handle with hammer and bow in hand.
Since I'm not one for doing all these timed blocks and whatever. Can I destroy this thing? No. Okay. Stranger doesn't have anything more to say
Kid
to
don't
us.
know what's out there waiting for him.
Okay, let's go out in the wild unknown.
Skyway. Now the kid can ride the wind to distant lands.
Yeah. So what we have is we have the Workman Ward with a core that we can use to build more stuff in the Bastion. We can have a proving ground where we could upgrade our bow. So for purposes of the story, this is like optional content. You can just make your bow more powerful, and some of the challenges are quite nifty and nice. But what I think we'll do is we'll just follow the main story, and if it turns out that we really need this skill at some point to progress, or another skill for another weapon, then we'll go and get it. But for now, let's just progress with the main story.
Now he lands at the intersection between bad and wrong.
Okay. Sounds ominous.
Ought to be a core down one of these twisted streets. But which one?
Let's go up here.
Up north is where the gas fella foreman used to live, tending to his flock.
What's here? The ragged hood.
The white gas
Another
fellas all dressed
momentum.
alike. Kids wondering the same thing.
Yeah, we can block you basically with... Yeah. They could shoot you. There we go. Now let's do this. Nice. Oh dear. One more of these guys. Ah. That was unnecessary. Wandering straight into the turret. Or to the cannonball rather. Apparently, you don't want to shoot that directly. There we go. Let's have a look at our memento. We have a ragged hood. A soiled garment like the gas fellas wear. Gas fellas used to tend the mines, but now are storming the remains of Caelondia in alarming numbers. But for what? Alright. Awesome. Power shot, one-shotting it there. Let's see what we have here. Oh, nice.
Locked down tight in an alloy cage.
Uh-huh. What does that mean?
A blustery old foreman's keeping his fellas in check, almost like he's showboating for the crowd.
Oh dear. Let's shoot. Ah. Yeah, we can see there's some AI issues here in that we can lure them into these.
And now there's a new marshal in town.
These guys into that narrow passageway basically and defeat the boss pretty easily like that. Nice, we got the
Here's the whole place grown, but it's too tough to fall.
Oh
Might
dear.
as well check the other side streets before leaving this hole.
Okay, I'm taking this as a...
Here's for the east side, where windbags used to keep the local forge.
As a...
Somehow
oh, dear.
that old forge is still standing.
Whoa.
Inside the forge, Key can fine-tune those instruments of his.
Yeah, so basically that was the narrator telling us don't go away now. Let's explore. So let's explore. Apparently we can upgrade our hammer. Wait, is it? Yeah, this can only be used for the hammer. What do we want?
Kid's lifelong
wait.
friends looking fit to keep on fighting.
There, I wanted that. So as you can see, this cost us fragments, but if you make one choice over the other, it's not the end of the world. You can just change it like that. So here we go. Nope, I want... This is annoying. I want to just shoot these guys with power shots and whatnot. Okay. So let's heal a bit. And I think we missed, yeah, potion here, so... Bit strange to have what am I saying? B as the main thing for melee here, but it's probably something that I can actually tune as well. Let's shoot you from there.
He heads for the biggest dump in town. Scumbag alley.
Oh dear.
Some scumbags still feeding off the city's own trash.
And that's why they're called scumbags.
And there he is. The oldest scumbag of them all.
Oh dear.
Gershel. The calamity ain't done much for Gershel's sunny disposition.
Ah, god damn it. You're charging way too quick. And you're still doing damage when you're small like
said
that.
old Gershel wouldn't go without a fight.
Oh, what did you leave behind? Something sharp. Something sharp. An upgrade material for certain weapons. A batch of Zulwood leaves, best not handled barehanded. The world's sharpest blades are treated with their oil. So let's go back to the armory and see if we can't upgrade, say, our bow with this. No, apparently not. So what else did we miss in this part of town? That doesn't sound too good.
The rest of the path is gone for good.
Alright.
And his city crest won't bring it back.
Sad. Let's get some more fragments. Because why not? Wait, more fragment here probably. What about you? There we go. So, oh dear. Let's head back home. Found him.
He heads for the Squirt Steps. Won't be no field trip this time.
Oh wait. Ah. So we've got this part of town apparently.
Kid ain't ever seen an elephant squirt before.
Whoa. Let's hit you. Come on. There we go. And another memento, a squirt lure.
They say even the most rambunctious squirts can be tamed. Squirts don't make the best of friends, but they can be useful in a pinch.
Alright. Interesting. So nice. I was good at this killing all of the other guys here. But it does cost hopscotch to use it. So as nice as it is, I don't think it's the best one here. Ooh, a war machete.
Scumbag can digest just about anything. Except for this. It's quick for slicing and light enough to throw. Kid's ready to go. And it's
This is usually how I actually play with the bow and machete setup, not setup. So here, if you keep holding B, you can throw it like that, and then you'll just hit with these quick slashes. And this is what we can upgrade here. So what do we want? Critical hit chance or attacks cripple foes. Attacks deal damage over time. Usually go with that.
Wood oil and that blade shines like a light.
Nice. So now we can go back. What is our timer saying? We still have plenty of time. Let's not try and die. We could heal, but we have the fountain here, so why not use it? Let's go back to the Bastion.
He comes back, just like I knew he would. The core hums in his pack. The monument's calling for it.
Alright. Let's ask him about the Ragged Hood.
The windbags used to be alright. Then the calamity took the floor out from under him.
Aw, cute. You're actually quite cute. So, where can we put our second core then? I think this was predetermined. Here?
Kid does it again.
Alright, yeah.
He
The
decides
buildings
what
are
we build
predetermined. The cores always go there into the center apparently, but the buildings are predetermined. I want a distillery or a forge. I'm going with a forge.
A lot of things need fixing up in this world, and we can start right here.
Alright. Let's put together a setup here. Still want the mirror shield, but definitely going with this here. But I think what we're going to do, you're going to be the war machete, and you're going to be the bow.
A bow and a machete, every bit as effective as the fancier stuff.
Nice. Alright.
Picked up traces of other cores while the kid was out.
So we've got the Sundown Path, and is this the only bit? No. Wait. There. The melting pot. Let's go down to the Sundown Path. The melting pot doesn't sound too nice a place.
Couples used to walk the sundown path.
Ah,
Kid ain't here for
thimbleweed.
pleasure though.
Thimbleweeds. Let's find some more of these fragments. Can actually use them to upgrade our stuff.
But then somebody gets to the core before the kid.
Oh, strange.
The floor starts giving way under the lightest step. A single panic squirt could bring the whole place down. So could a reckless kid, for that matter.
Let's find all these fragments.
Fragments of the old world rain from the sky.
Nice, we could do this without dying off completely. Oh dear. Who took our coal?
Stray valuables are lying everywhere. Kid thinks twice about risking his hide for them.
No, I don't.
Well, the path ain't exactly on the visitors no more. Security's all fired up. Quick and
Again,
careful is
we
the
fell.
way to go.
And we fell. Okay, apparently we've been put... Okay, what happens here? This is strange. Okay. Let's... No. Okay. Don't put us onto these isolated ones, will you? Alright. Ah. There we go. Let's see if we can't get some of the other valuables as well while we're at it. Because sometimes the map isn't the best in showing you where you can actually walk and where not.
See, the path was intended for leisurely strolling and such.
There we go. Got our health back.
Not so much for noise and tomfoolery. Sky bridges link the path together.
Alright, what's this? Sky bridge.
Rubbing bridges whips the kid along.
Nice. There's a spyglass here.
Finds a spyglass, like the ones they'd use to search the
Okay.
stars.
A portable telescopic lens used for stargazing. The Sandown Path once held breathtaking views of the stars, the mountains, and the seas. Now only the stars remain. Ah, makes sense why people would come here. With their
Air travel
loved
always
ones.
was an iffy proposition.
Oh dear. So let's get more mementos.
But Calamity changed everything, even where the wind blows.
So what? The big mystery of this game is also what caused the calamity.
Well, if we mastered the winds in the old days, we can do it again. But the question is, who else could have taken the core?
Indeed.
Well, ain't no survivor stole the thing.
Alright, let's move here. Let's not die.
Scumbag ate it by mistake.
Apparently.
Tough break. Unlike
Good.
the kid, that core ain't coming back.
Sad. Alright, we barely made it. Oh,
No,
we
they
did
used
make
to
it.
ship live munitions down the path.
Ah, and grenade.
Find time to find them.
Alright, apparently we need to throw the hand grenade.
These wires to toss those things are plenty far away. Even gas fellas need some shut-eye from time to time.
So let's kill these guys. And use the Skyway.
In all this toil, Kid keeps coming back to an overwhelming question. Who else could have survived the calamity?
Indeed. And while I might not make the best attempt at
So he didn't find
showing
the
this
core
off,
that time,
but
but
what
that
I
ain't
do
about to
like
stop us.
that this game does is because it's cartoonish and sort of very aware of not taking itself too seriously with the whole Western genre type thing going on here. It allows the player to ask some pretty profound questions as well of, you know, survivor's guilt and stuff like that. And in terms of the difficulty system, what's also interesting is that has been used in classrooms to deal with things like intersectionality. So we don't have the building yet, but when we get the building, the temple, where we can customize the difficulty, you can use that to basically show how different, let's not call them disabilities necessarily, but disabilities are one of them, but different stigmas or social customs that can hold a person back in life, that they're additive basically, and it's not that, oh, you only have one thing, but then if you have the other thing, so say, let's just take a very tried and true case. So if you're, say, a colored person, you might have less opportunities in a country, but then that your status as not being non-white is better if you're a non-white male than if you're a non-white woman. So it's not that the non-whiteness outweighs the disadvantages of being a woman, for instance, but those actually add up. And that was actually, reading that classroom study was what first brought my attention to Bastion. So if you're a sociologist or something like that, or that interests you, it might be worth looking up that study. Anyway, let's talk to the stranger and see what he has to tell us about the
We could always
spyglass.
see the stars. We just never could reach them, no matter how high we built.
Reference to Babel there. And the forge? No, nothing new there. But my timer is telling me that it's about that time again where I need to call it an episode. So before we use the Skyway here, I will have to call it an episode. So thanks again for watching. I do hope you enjoyed it and you love the music, the absolutely awesome music in Bastion as much as I do. I will see you in the next episode. As always, my name's been Sneaky Bart, so if you did like this episode, do give me a like and a subscribe. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.